Good. All right. What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Sorry, yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Just barely in the middle of, just barely got done doing the linen exchange. So, you know,
You get some good
prepared.
ones or what?
I mean, as crisp as they could get, dude. Dude was the CO was like watching everything, bro, and I'm just like, I gotta visit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking everything's a process. You know what I mean?
Damn, bro, we got
Um,
we got 28 minutes.
28. Oh, my end
Yeah.
shows 22.
Oh, my shit says 27 now. But either way,
What?
that's good, bro. We've had some bad luck, so
No, for sure. Um, are we live?
yeah, we're live, bro.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a part of the first episode for our YouTube channel, and also for being a part of the first episode for what we're calling the LLL series, the Last Look Lockup. You know what I'm saying? So this will be streamed on a weekly basis with my outstanding friend, uh, co-host, and business partner, Mr. Jackson, aka Johnny, and my
Yes,
name is
sir.
Matt, aka also Johnny, and this is StaySteady TV.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah.
Alive, man. It's cruising, man. Real quick, I prepared something, so I'm gonna read it real quick. Cool. So, all right. So, ladies and gents, despite what may very well seem like just a simple incarceration as the consequential outcome for allegedly committing crimes, let me clarify that this is so much more than that. This is a part of my path of purpose and me seeing the monumental potential in people, which originally began in a dark place in prison, then later brought to light following my release when I met Mr. Charles Lambino, rest in peace, and formed Harness Your Greatness LLC. The concept of HYG was formed on a ripped piece of paper in a dim lighted cell while I was in disciplinary segregation fighting a write up, or in other words, notice of charges. The idea sparked from the realization that greatness can be found and harnessed through people and things that may seem hopeless in their native forms. And what better way to excuse me, other than through each person's exclusively unique stories and their trials and tribulations. My dog, what's happening, man?
Hell yeah. You excited, brother?
Oh man, I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked. Moving into this, dude. So, um, yeah, man, what's going on, dog?
So what all did you bring with you?
So I got a couple things. That was one of them. Just a couple things to touch on as far as our audience. I mean, if anybody's ever been incarcerated or if you have a loved one who's incarcerated, I just want to take a moment to tell you to give yourself some credit and give your loved ones the credit that they deserve, while also helping them find their purpose in life, because these are more than setbacks. These are things that truly can define us if we transmute them into positivity and growth. So, yeah, I got the app model here, the rough version. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
my co-host Johnny has got some trending AI topics.
I ain't got the topics, brother. We're the fucking topics, so
I mean, true, yeah. But show everybody. This is
I
kind
don't
of
know if you should
confusing, but
show
this
the
is
whole thing, brother.
no, for sure
Cut
not.
that out.
They're not
That's
gonna.
between us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're not gonna understand it anyway. But this is kind of just a little peek on what the model looks like. So, yeah.
Yep, for sure.
But
This is a foundation episode.
also a test run. You know what I mean? To also give an opportunity for commentary for all the viewers. Comments and feedback, as well as requests and questions, are super welcome. Um, yeah, I mean, it's as straightforward as it gets. I got one eye.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, um, so yeah, I mean, we could, I guess I could sum up a little bit more on like the vision and, um, kind of what we're aiming to do. I mean, so I mean, if unless you want to talk a little bit about you and your degree you're about to get, I mean, what that means to you, like just coming forward with super big accomplishment coming up with your degree in computer science and programming. I mean, what's that feel like, bro?
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really matter pertaining to like our vision and
It does.
stuff.
It does,
It
though.
doesn't, brother.
It's such a big deal, bro.
No, I mean, I'm working on a computer science degree, so if that can help us get to our vision, that's amazing. You know, if it's just a stepping stone and has nothing to do with what I'll be doing in my career, that's also fine. But we have some pretty big goals with this company and the app. Can
Yep.
probably break down right now what we got. So we have Harness Your Greatness LLC, which is the baseline company, and right now we want to
Correct.
put focus on an app that uses AI, but it's going to be therapy for yourself, and it's going to bring accountability. It's going to bring motivation. It's going to bring community. It's going to bring tools, whether you're incarcerated or not. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's all very vague, but the vision's huge. So,
The vision's huge for sure, and then a lot of it, believe it or not, is going to start to unravel kind of as we go, and certain aspects are going to become more clear as things progress, of course. And then, I mean, dude, hey, but as far as your computer science degree, man, I do got to say, bro, that you got to give yourself the amount of because look, as far as the relevance that that's going to hold, it's huge in several areas, but the primary one that comes to mind is okay. That gives exclusive knowledge on okay how we're going to be able to properly assess the people moving forward who we allow to be a part of this team. You know what I'm saying? So having that knowledge will allow us to say, okay, well, this person either knows what they're talking about or they're full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus, you not having any experience in that area and we're like kind of blindsided in certain aspects. Um, but yeah, as far as the accountability piece, that's huge. With the on the developmental side of the app, there's going to be several assessment and accountability features. One of them being contact assessment and accountability, location assessment and accountability, and what those things tie into are, the places you visit, the people you see, and whether or not those places and people are assets, and whether or not they're in place to help you grow and build, or are they just um, misplaced as you know hindrances rather than stepping stones, right? So,
yeah,
so, but yeah, man, cruising. It's been a long week. I'll tell you right now.
nah, I
I'm
believe you,
slow
brother.
motion, dude. I'm like, it's one of those weeks, dude. And then come to find out, so I'm supposed to have calendar call at the end of this month. I was kind of off topic, but I'm nervous,
Explain to
dude.
people what that is.
Okay, so calendar call, ladies and gentlemen, is um, court appearances that come up before your trial takes place before a grand jury to ensure that all parties are ready to go and ready to execute and ready to move forward. So the goal in my case is to avoid that at all costs. Um, that's also per the advice of my lawyer. So that's what we're trying to do while also keeping positive spirits. So yep, and everything's public record. So I mean, as far as any questions anybody has, I mean, I'm all transparent. That being said, there's limitations that I will place. I'm not going to go into overwhelming detail on what I'm incarcerated for obvious reasons. However, I'm not hiding anything from anybody, especially the viewers. Um, Certainly nothing that anybody should be ashamed of. Just certain choices that I made within the street life, and misleading myself into what at certain times I thought was healthy and fulfilling. So, yep, yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter, brother. Like, we're starting this out and you're incarcerated, but 40 years from now, we're going to look back on this little blip, when we first started. It doesn't matter. We're going to be chatting on video calls here, and we're going to be chatting, hopefully in front of crowds out there.
No, I mean the word hopefully that's evident. I have firm belief in this and firm belief in the progress. I mean, not only that, but I have even firmer belief in your ability, my good friend, and also my own, which has been a struggle in itself, to be honest. You know what I mean? Which is something I'm sure a lot of you can relate on. Um, believing in ourselves is not as easy as it sounds literally. So,
Yep. Do you want to
um,
explain how we met?
yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad. I'll touch on first part. So, we met at Triple Peaks Recovery Centers, more formally known as Peaks Recovery Centers. Um, Both as clients in a recovery-based program. It was a 6-month program, I believe, right? Before the
Yep.
alumni. We both graduated that program successfully, participated in the
Nope,
alumni program.
that's not true, brother.
Oh, okay, okay, that's right. Uh,
Yeah, I got
I
kicked
forgot
out the final week of my whole entire program, and I had
for
a little slip up.
tell them for insurance fraud.
I can't go into detail on that, but yeah, I stole some insurance checks, but I was forgiven. And
Oh shit!
after that slip up, I've been good since. Haven't used a drug.
Absolutely.
So,
He's been cruising, man.
yep, since 2017, actually. And I was there before Matt, and I was his first roommate, and we just hit it right off the bat, like best friends
Yep,
from the get go.
yep, yep. But getting yelled at by everybody else in the house for blasting the Bluetooth speaker early in the morning playing ping pong or some shit.
Yeah, no, it gets crazy. And all boys rehab is fun, and a lot of rules are broken, but
It was a
those
good
are some of
time
the
though,
best
man.
memories of my life.
For sure, bro. I mean, we had some good ass times, and then not only that, dude. I mean, I experienced snowboarding for my first time with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
um, what else, man? Shit, axe throwing.
yep.
Yep.
No, then
And then also,
we did one thing. I don't know if it was per week. We'd all go out and do something.
oh yeah,
Did you,
what were those called though? They weren't called outings. They were called like family night or date. No, what was it? It was like,
maybe a family something? I don't know.
yeah, it was, man. We'll remember, but
Yeah,
um, being on girl restriction, sneaking off to. I mean, it's just fucking hell. Good ass memories, bro.
yep, yep. That rehab came with all the drama because there was the boys rehab and then there was the girls rehab, and they were all
Oh
connected.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Serenity Peaks.
yep,
Oh man, should I tell them about? Should I mention how later on I ended up working for the same company?
yeah, absolutely.
so so just to touch on that, one of the, I mean it's super cool. I mean when you really put it into perspective. But I mean later on after graduating, um, the main program and getting through the alumni program. For me, part of my story successfully, I ended up employed under the same company as a house manager, behavioral health technician. I ended up getting promoted to CNA, got my CNA certification and my registered psychotherapist certification as well. I ended up running my own therapy group, like on a formal tip, every week with a clipboard in my hand, which was um, super cool part of my journey, man. Like I never thought that would be a part of my life, and just sitting there and very humbling part of my life as well. Yeah, so yeah, man. So
Yep, and we'll dive more into our story for sure here and there. So,
absolutely, man. And then the open commentary is like a big part of this. So I mean, everybody who's listening, I mean, don't hesitate. You know, if you have any questions or anything you feel like would be pertinent or beneficial to all the other viewers, or I mean, just anybody else and everybody else in that aspect, please don't hesitate. Shoot it, comment box, run that, run that.
yeah, for sure. I mean, if you got
Oh,
family or if it's a personal success story, whether it's rehab or any kind of trial and tribulation, just put that in the comments for this episode, I guess.
absolutely. Should we do a hashtag? We should. Hashtag LLL. Last Look Lockup. Let me explain a little bit about what that means. So, I mean, Jackson and I came to agreement on that name for this series because, I mean, obviously I'm incarcerated at this point. So, that being said, that's where the lockup portion of that comes in. The last look is, um, I mean, really to sum it up, signifies this is the last look at being locked up. So, um, this. Um, this series is all about capitalizing on this, small obstacle in my life and Jackson's life. That being said, he's a good friend of mine, and just making the best out of something that may very well to most people seem like a hopeless situation. You know what I mean? So I'm cruising, man. Jackson still has the better facial hair than me, and
Yeah, I gotta shave it off soon too, bro.
oh man,
I promised my girlfriend I'd shave it off this year, so time's running out.
the time's running out, dude. She's on your ass. I mean, dude, hey, for those of you that don't know, earlier on, um, when Jackson and I first met, believe it was a short time frame, dude. But we actually met, and we weren't rocking the full beard. You know what I'm saying?
Was I not?
You weren't, dude. It was a short time, but it was like a very delicate time because it was. I don't know if you remember, dude. We got really into the working out. We were going to Lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And then like the beard just became like a thing, and then I just like gave up on it because I couldn't fill in any of this at all. You know what I'm saying? So I barely got the goatee at the best.
Dang, yeah, mine must have not looked good because my brain just threw that out, I guess. I do not remember that.
It was short lived, man, but I definitely remember it. Cause
Hell yeah.
yep. Man, dude. So do you do you want to touch on maybe a little bit on what we have going on as far as or to your take of what we have going on with the school district and the proposal letters. I mean, to your understanding, like kind of like what we're trying to do with that aspect is to introduce entrepreneurship and creative vision into the curriculum in the schools, not only in Clark County, but that being a starting point for this journey, but also nationwide. What does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, you're probably better to kind of touch on that because you developed most of that.
Um, okay, cool. So I mean, I'll make it really quick. Um, so I've sent out three proposal letters at this point. The initial proposal letter essentially outlined um, introducing entrepreneurship and creative vision into the curriculum, everyday curriculum of our schools at all educational levels. That being said, at different levels, like okay, elementary, middle school, and high school, to instill the concept that I mean, literally, you can do anything you want with this life, and I try to avoid cliches at all costs. But the best way to explain it is just that because firmly I believe that a lot of generations, including Jackson and my generation, have been misled into believing that we're leaders, but really just we're leading the next follower, and that's where the independent type of mindset really comes in, and there's a firm difference between leading somebody into something that's already been done and leading somebody into something that's brand new. Taking that leadership role and just really being able to create something new and bring a whole new impact to the world versus okay, you know asking students what do they want to be when they grow up, and they have basic answers like okay, well, I want to be a firefighter, or I want to be a banker or an accountant. Okay, perhaps it would be healthier to rephrase that question along with the curriculum and ask every student, okay, well, what impact do they want to make, what creation do they want to introduce to the world? You know what I mean? And just giving more freedom and more just empowering them. You know what I mean? Just giving them more of an empowered type of vibe and just something that's different, man, versus something that's just, in my opinion, all the way played out and just it's like really dead end. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, giving them something that maybe we didn't have
correct.
growing
Yeah,
up. So
absolutely, absolutely, man. Because I mean, I most definitely feel like great ideas get squandered because of the individual's lack of belief in their self. You know what I mean? And then of course, it's always the people that are closest to us, like our closest friends, our closest family members, that shut us down. When we try to bring one of these ideas to light, and they say, we're irrational, we're crazy, there's no way this is going to work. Well, that curriculum, the sole purpose behind this proposal that we're fighting right now with the Clark County School District to incorporate into the schools is to give that sense of empowerment and that sense of independence into each student, and to not only provide that to them, but also introduce the concept of learning how to share and bring that same potential out of their fellow peers and share that positivity, right? which also kind of ties into what a lot of entrepreneurship courses teach on is duplication. That's a common term that's used, is duplicating yourself um, with the peers who you teach, everybody you mentor, so forth. So just taking that to a new level and kind of getting down to just the nitty gritty, like the roots of where I mean this future of this world stems from. I mean, which is the generations that are coming up in these schools, and yeah, so.
You just killed it, man.
Hey, you really don't flatter me, man.
Hey,
I
man, you
don't feel
came
like it.
prepared on that. So, no, I'm excited to hopefully get some updates on that. Everything's very raw right now. All we have is just some contacts you're giving out to them. But I mean, how do we want to fit that into like our business?
Okay, well, okay, so let me. Um,
Because right
the
now,
best way I can.
we got the app for motivation for, the whole app idea. We're not going to give specifics right now, but we got the
Of
app. We
course not. I
got
mean, well, we
Harness Your
also want to
Greatness,
be
which is a social media presence, all these videos and stuff. And then we got
correct.
entrepreneurial, visions for these schools with really no foundation yet.
Well, I mean, the foundation. I mean, this exciting part is everything we got going on right now. I mean, everything we do reflects not only HYG but the vision and what we aim to accomplish. So moving forward, we just have to be mindful of how our representation is with ourselves and how our representation is with the people who we allow to be a part of this team. That being said, too, rest in peace, Mr. Dominic Lambino. He was the business lawyer who um, formally and officially formed Harness Your Greatness with me. It's an official LLC. Everything else is trademarked under that name and that vision. So yeah, I mean, I guess to answer your question, brother, like on how everything's gonna tie into the vision with the school district and everything. It's just we're just gonna go with the flow, man. I mean, and I firmly feel like everything's gonna tie in more naturally than we think. So I mean,
It will be natural. I think it's all going to tie into Harness Your Greatness, like very broad
absolutely.
reaches. I mean, how much time do you have left on your thing?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. All right. Well, it was good you shout out Mr. Lambino. I know he's important to you. I never met him. But
Yep.
all right. First one's in the books.
It's in the books, dog. Let me know if there's any technical issues. I think we kind of ironed everything out already. It's been a long time coming. I love you, bro.
All right. I
You know
love
what I
you.
mean? All
Yes,
right,
sir.
ladies
To
and
the
gentlemen.
audience, stay steady.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.